Welcome to Ray's Reflection. Last time I encouraged you to take the Bible seriously without tightening up. I assume that you are like me, believing God communicates through the writings of the biblical text. Therefore, the scriptures are to be read, studied, and applied. However, the sheer volume of the biblical text, hearing others' interpretation of the text which may differ greatly from our own, encountering a text outside of our normal scheme of experience and awe of the Bible can be intimidating. The Bible is to be read, heard, and applied by non-scholars. And you can do this if you do not tighten up. The easiest way to determine whether you are tightening up with the Bible is to read a paragraph of it and then summarize that paragraph in your own words in 2 sentences or less. My experience has taught me some won't even try because they hold the Word of God as sacred and must not be tampered with, and to try to rephrase it in your own words is tampering. Others will try, but unable to condense that text into 2 sentences, and if they do, they just reorder the very words of the paragraph they've read. If you cannot condense a paragraph, a chapter, or a book into a few sentences, you've just not understood it. Many are intimidated from summarizing parts of the text for fear of being mistaken. Hey, mistakes are how we learn. It's the same way we learn to walk, talk, and write. We grow into proficiency. If God communicates through the Bible, then each of us must work towards proficiency in reading it so that, number one, we can teach ourselves or feed ourselves spiritually. And second, we have a way of distinguishing the degree of truth or trustworthiness that any claim about the biblical text is made by another human. In the words of the Apostle Paul, we must no longer be children tossed to and fro and blown about by every wind of doctrine, by people's trickery, by their craftiness and deceitful scheming. That's Ephesians 4:14. Every reader of the Bible has a framework by which the text is heard, understood, and utilized. Vast differences among biblical readers indicates a different framework is in operation. Once you understand how frameworks work, you'll be able to judge or distinguish what others are saying about the Bible and how your framework affects your reading and how even the biblical writers work within the same type of framework. Now, what do I mean by framework? Number one, the framework is the assumptions brought to the text by the reader. Number two, the reader's goal in interacting with the text. Number three, the method or methods the reader employs with the text to interact with it. And the fourth one is the background information that a reader brings and uses to open up the undisclosed information in the text. So assumptions, goals, methods, and background information affect how the text is read and understood. I will go into greater detail with all of these in future videos, but until next time, God bless and keep reading.